Maybe you should forgive them. Hello. So, this video came to me today, right now, like a few seconds ago, right? I just thought of this. Why? Because right now I just sent an apology text to this girl I had a fight with in one of my classes, right? So it's like a really stupid fight we had, right? Basically, this girl usually sits in like the specific place, and that day I got to that spot before her, and then the class kind of broke out into a fight. I mean, obviously there was like no yelling or physical violence, but it broke the relationship between us. Obviously, like oh my god, I keep fucking saying obviously, right? We weren't like very good friends or like intimate in any way, right? We were just like mates, right? We just knew we existed, stuff like that, like high, not even high, honestly, but we were just chill, right? We were like very neutral, and then now we don't even talk, right? Like now it's a little better because this one time I was sitting on a spot and then she came and I got up right without saying anything because I was like, fine, bro, I don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I was holding this kind of grudge kind of thingy, right? Even though I was like, I had a little bit of hatred in my heart. Right, in Hindi the word would be grana, kind of. I had this kind of hatred in my heart till today, and I kind of, what's the word for it? I kind of resented her, right? Even though she didn't really do anything to me, but I did, right? And I realized that I'm not that guy who hates people. I am not the guy who holds grudges. I can't do that, right? Because it's not in my nature. Like since I've grown up, I've always been the one to go say sorry, right? Smile, give them a hug, shake hands. I've always been the one trying to mend relationships, right? And I'm not saying that, oh, I've always been the one. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I've been that guy, right? And I like doing that. That is what I do. That's in my nature to do that. And it was troubling me for kind of some time, right? Because even today I was in college and this guy, right, I kind of had uh, kind of rivalry with, like, obviously it's not like spoken rivalry, right? Oh, I'm gonna beat you up. No, it's not that kind of rivalry. It's just I know that this guy doesn't like me, right? And so I was sitting here. There was another dude sitting here, and there was another, and this guy was sitting here, right? And like, as soon as this guy came and sat next to my friend, like the guy I don't like, right? Let's call him H. So as soon as H came, right, I started talking to my friend. I started giving him like cuss words, like, "Oh, bro, this guy, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I hate him, bro. I'm gonna, you know." He's like, I started cussing him out in Hindi and stuff. And this guy was like laughing, right? He was losing his mind because this guy's sitting right next to him. H is sitting right next to him, and I'm just saying, "Oh, bro, H is a hoe." And I mean, I didn't call him a hoe. I'm like, "Oh, H is a dumbass," whatever stuff like that, right? And then it was math class. I was doing my sums, and then this guy was like, "Oh, how's your prep for law going?" Right? And it was like an obvious it was like a backhanded kind of question, right? And I caught on to that. I'm like, "Yeah, it's going well, bro. Or what are you doing?" Right? And we were like, going back and forth, right? You know, uh, and this guy was losing his mind. And by the end of it, this guy was like very troubled. Like H was like very troubled because I'm really really good at trolling people, and this guy was like troubled. Like oh, like he was like making up faces and stuff. Like he was like paranoid. Like you could tell. I was just like laughing, right? And I still kind of feel bad for it because that's not how I am. Even though I kind of won that thing, I'm not the type of guy to go troll people, bully people, right? I might have done stuff like that in the past, but in the recent past, right? That's not what I am, right? I've realized that as a human being, I am not one to hold grudges. I'm not one to fight people. I'm one to love. I'm one to make people happy. I'm one to build beautiful relationships with people. And you might not know, right? Maybe right now you're like, oh no, I cannot be that guy, bro. I hate people who shit talk about me. I hate people like a certain type of people, right? And you might be saying that, but you never know. You could actually, you might be like, oh, I feel like shit like all the time, right? I feel so bad when I'm around certain people. I feel so anxious, right? Maybe that's your body telling you that, bro. Let's go and clear things out with them. It doesn't make you the smaller person. right? And even if it does make you a smaller person, you'll feel better. Honestly, that's a pretty good trade-off to me. If like other people see you as a smaller person, but you feel damn good, I would honestly take that trade-off, because does it really matter how people see you if you still feel good? Obviously, it does not, because the entire point of it mattering of how people see you, the entire point of you caring about how the people view you is about how you feel at the end of the day. So go do that, bro. Go mend your relationship. Go say sorry to your parents if you have a bad relationship with them. If you have bad water with them, go say sorry to that one old friend. Oh, I don't know what that was. Go say sorry to that one girl, or cheater who you cheated on, or maybe she broke up with you, right? And you spread rumors about her. Go, just clear it up. Be happy and spread love, bro.